Hello, my name's Stephen Johnson. I'm a professional retoucher and imaging consultant. I work for a variety of institutions and individuals, things like contemporary stock, garden, wildlife, and other specialist subjects. I think the clients like to use me because being in North Norfolk, I'm away from the kind of hustle and bustle, and it's easier to concentrate on doing a good job with their images. I've been in electronic imaging for 24 years now, so I've learned all the wrong ways to do things and gradually discovered the easier and better ways of doing things. Working professionally means really having to deliver and deliver to a timetable and a deadline and to a budget and so on. So it's very important to get things right, and I think that knowledge is going to be useful to other people. So I'm making a series of videos where I'm discussing the kind of things that I've discovered and sharing some of the insights, and I would hope this to be worth watching for imaging professionals or photographers who are professional or amateur photographers who care about what they do and want to get the most out of their images without spending too much time and effort doing it. And it is possible to do that. This first video is really about the environment I work in and some of the equipment in the office, to give you an overview of what we're going to be discussing in subsequent videos. This series is going to be called Professional Imaging Workflow. Like I say, it's not just for professionals, it's just an attitude and a mindset about doing things as best they can be done. I think we can start. We'll start with the area behind me, and here we have the main data store or the main image store. All my master images and a lot of my clients' master images are on these devices, kept safe from disk failure by being RAID 1 or RAID 5 devices. The FTP server is also ran from one of these devices, as is a Dropbox client. So lots and lots of images on there. Next to the drives is my A2 printer. It's an Epson 3800. Costs about £400 to refill the inks, but it's a bit cheaper to run than one of the smaller A3s. I produce high quality prints for clients, or as you can see here, I'm doing a proof. And this is my viewing booth. I do make hard proofs occasionally when retouching, just to see how the image sits on the paper. Soft proofing via the monitor is very good these days, but just occasionally when doing high profile CMYK repro books, it's best to be safe and just do a few hard outputs. As you can see from this shot underneath, the print is illuminated by these two color correct bulbs, and they're dimmable, so I can turn the brightness up or down to match the brightness of the monitor, so that when I'm looking at the print, it's a good accurate match. And this is what I'll use to light the room. These Graphite ott-lites are also color correct lights. They can be used for viewing prints actually, and they illuminate the wall behind the monitor. And of course a big part of monitor calibration or accurate color perception it's important to calibrate and profile the monitor. And I use a photospectrometer to do this, because this can also profile papers and so on, but you only need really a monitor profiler. Most people only need a monitor profiler, and these are much cheaper. The i1 Pro, for instance, is the one I currently recommend. And once everything is set up, you're in a lovely environment which is relaxed. No direct light, lots of soft color correct washes. The entire room is color correct. An important part of retouching and editing is being comfortable. I bought this chair years ago. It doesn't cost overly much, but it's got armrests, it's comfortable. A good chair is important. Here's the key setup. A graphics tablet in front, this is an A4 model, and a keyboard. The keyboard is illuminated so I can see the keys clearly. I can easily rest my left arm across the graphics tablet and to the keys to control Alt and so on. You don't necessarily need a big graphics tablet. Here you can see I'm using one of my small graphics tablets that I use normally with a laptop, but they're also okay with a bigger screen. Here the screen is split. You're seeing the Lightroom work on the left and the tablet on the right, so you can see how the pen works quite differently from a mouse. The pen is moving to absolute coordinates, so the area that it's touching down on relates to that particular part of the screen, and you can jump from one end to the other without dragging. They're much more natural to use than a mouse. If you think about signing your signature with a mouse, you get an idea about how easier it can be with a graphics tablet. I hope you found that useful. If you'd like to know more, visit my website at copyrightimage.co.uk. Bye for now.